this is like officially my first video, and I feel more comfortable if I like just talk while I'm like getting ready or like doing my makeup real quick, just to throw everything out there, what it's gonna be about. For the past year, I have been battling with mental illness, and I felt okay. So I guess in the summertime, I was feeling like depressed a lot, and like I couldn't shake the depression at all. Like I've been depressed before, but it was like this time I just couldn't shake it. Like no matter what I did, it just wouldn't go away. On top of my moods would be crazy. Like some days I'll be really, really sad and I don't want to get out of bed. I can't do anything. I can't eat. And then some days I have like super energy. I'm like spending unnecessary money and like I have all this energy and I just didn't know, where that was coming from, because not all the moods was just sad or happy. Sometimes I was like agitated, annoyed, I'm like angry, frustrated. My house is like walking on eggshells because of my mood. And I guess one day I honestly felt like it was like a pot of something and it starts to like spill over. That's how I was feeling. And I honestly cut my leg because I just felt like I had all this energy. I didn't know what to do with it. That had never happened to me before. I've heard stories of people saying like they cut themselves to like feel better, but that was my first time experiencing it. And it scared me. Like my boyfriend was there. I believe my kids were home and I didn't know what to do because I never experienced that before. So I saw this ad on like the TV and it was like saying like NYC help, like if you call it, I think it was like 311 or something, that they can help if you text or whatever. So I called them and was just telling them like how I was feeling, and I was crying and I was like scaring my boyfriend and stuff like that, and I didn't know what to do. So he gave me like a list of referrals to my email for like doctors and stuff. And the next day I had like an appointment and I went in, and it's not like what you think, like you go in and they automatically gonna diagnose you. Like I had to do like a 3-step process of like weekly getting interviewed by like different people. I had to get a psych eval. Like they want to know your back history about like when you grow up, your parents. They want to get to the nitty gritty. So I'm like, like the trauma and stuff that I've been through. And I guess you take all of that with you as you get older. Some people usually can let it go and like move on and be a joyous person. But for others like me, I have a chemical imbalance. So clinically diagnosed me with, I believe it's called Cyclothymia, I believe. If I'm saying it wrong, then please do not judge me. But it's basically, it's a mixture of moods that's elevated, like from depression and bipolar disorder. So it's kind of like I'm on the spectrum of bipolar disorder, but I'm not there yet. So it's kind of weird, but there are treatment plans. There are ways that I can, get help. I was doing therapy and that was working, but I just feel like me and the therapist wasn't really connecting the way that I had therapists before for anxiety. So basically, cyclothymia is basically a combination of depression and bipolar disorder, but they don't really want to say it's bipolar disorder because it's not there yet. So that's pretty much what I've been struggling with, trying to understand exactly what that is, how you deal with it, how do people deal with it, how do Black women who have this, deal with it. They did have me on a medication that I did not like. I believe it was a mood stabilizer. I don't remember the name, but it did make me sick. I did not like it. So from that point on, it was like when I went to the therapist or the doctor, you don't want to tell them like you in a mood. You know what I mean? It's more so like, oh, I'm anxious. Can I just get some Xanax? Because that seemed to make me a little more calmer than whatever the medication they had me taking. It had me like seizing up, like throwing up, and type of shit you don't want when you're taking the medication. And I don't care if that's a side effect. Like, if that's a side effect, then I don't want it in my body. Only side effect I need is getting high. You feel me? But so this was August 2021. All of this is happening, like August, September. So by the time my son's birthday turned 1, I had to really try and just shake that feeling and try and be social and try and move on with my life, to where now it's a whole new year. We're like months into the new year, and I still have days where it's just a lot for me. Like, even though you move, you start a new job, and you're thinking like, these are all the things that you want to do. There's so many other things that I want to do, like, that my mind stops me. This is one of them. I'm the type of person that I will basically plan my days ahead if I could. When I mean down to the T, like, what am I gonna eat for breakfast? What am I gonna drink when I'm thirsty? And it's just, it becomes obsessive. And that's just that's a whole different thing. But these are things that I am recognizing, that I am trying to work on. I've been speaking to more people who suffer from mental illness, and knowing that they're not comfortable sharing their story, but knowing that when we talk, they feel like, oh my gosh, she gets it. It's like, that makes me feel like maybe I should tell my story. Like, maybe I shouldn't just keep everything bottled in, because I don't know who I can help. I really don't. Me watching YouTube videos and learning about meditation and how people deal with mental illness, and it's not just anxiety and depression, like, it's a whole bunch of other things that people suffer with, probably worse than me, on a daily. It's just, I don't want to say it's inspiration, but some days is better than others, and I'm really learning to take it one day at a time. So basically, since I moved, my treatment plan is a little different because I'm in a different state. Since on my records they're able to like transfer everything, I probably will be going back to New York like once a month to restart therapy until I feel like the therapy and the medication is working, because I need both at this point in order to feel some type of progress. Because if I'm just doing therapy and no medication, I still don't feel better. But I've been taking the medication. I will actually post it in, I guess, in the comments or in the link of this video if anybody really wants it. But it's a low dose, 0.5 milligrams. I guess it makes me feel okay, better than I was. Take it twice a day. I haven't seen a therapist yet out here, but that is a goal of mine, and I will try to be consistent with YouTube videos, and even when I'm actually in transitions between moods, like if I'm in a low mood or a high mood, I'll even try to record so that you guys can actually see, like, when I'm like sad and I really can't even do a lot of things that I normally would do when I'm functioning and I'm in a happy mood. Today is just one of those days where I'm just trying to do my best because I have to go back to work, and I don't want to have that energy at work, being that it's still a new job. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out.